Hey, what's happening? Welcome to another strange abandonment. I've got an interesting one for you today. This is going to be one of hopefully a few at least. This is part of some ammunitions buildings. Now, I fell in love with this place a while back. This place is a behemoth. This was almost 20,000 acres at one time. And I mean, we'll go into some of the statistics and actual stats of this place on another video, but I wanted to stop here and show. This one's kind of, nobody cares about this part of it. We're kind of in a place that's kind of mediocre, so nobody really cares if I'm here or not, so it's kind of cool. But they've been in different parts of this area. I'm at kind of the north part. Been tearing down areas of it and rebuilding, but that's more south. I'm kind of more at the north end. Now, directly south from me, which I can show you, I don't know if you can see it from here, on the other side of this building here, they're still working on cleaning up, because I guess there's a lot of powder and asbestos and other things, and it's going to be a while, but they're cleaning it up, tearing it down, which to me is kind of sad, but it's got to happen. You can't just leave it forever, and it's a hazard, and it's a hazard to the ground and whatever. But where I'm at is more the business end of it, I guess. I don't want to say admissions, that's the wrong word. It's more administrative stuff. So some of it they've been able to reclaim, repurpose, and I think they've turned into some of local business for this part of town. So I'm going to walk around a little bit and we're going to look at some of the buildings. I don't really know. I've not really seen some of these buildings. I'm gonna, you know, I'm more interested in the abandoned ones. So we're gonna look at those, but I'm just gonna kind of show you some of the stuff in this area. So I'm gonna stop looking at my face and just kind of, you know, some of these are locked up. See if we can just, I can't get in here, but you know, maybe you can see better than me. I don't know if this light would help at all, but as you can see, this isn't administrative, but there's a little sign, if you can see it or not. It says, in case of chlorine leak, contact plant fire, something, extension 3333, something supervision. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. This building is chlorinator building. That's kind of cool. So yeah, I mean these are really neat. You know, so some of these buildings have been, like I said, repurposed. You know, fixed up. It's just, there's a lot of history that's still like tied into these places. You know, I don't know what half of this stuff. I love how these I don't know if they're steam pipes that are above ground. They're all over down south from here. I mean, look at this stuff. I mean, this is cool. I mean, this kind of stuff like intrigues me. yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff around here. Like I said, some of these buildings they've turned into other, you know, businesses. You know, and that's cool. I'd rather see them go to that than to, you know, be torn down. And like this little building, it's got some broken windows. I have no idea what's happened to it. It's probably not worth putting too much into. I see a little caution sign. I'm kind of curious what the caution is. I've seen asbestos. A lot of it's asbestos. You know, it's hard to tell. Yeah. Asbestos dust hazard. They had a lot of asbestos in these buildings. Caution, ventilate before entering. That's a pump station. I've seen a couple of these pump stations. No smoking. I mean, this is cool to me. Like I said, I fell in love with this place. Like, and not this portion of it, but in general, this area, because, you know, like I said, keep checking these ammunitions videos out, and hopefully I can get back into the main area. Like I said, there was maybe I didn't say it in this video, but in one of the other videos, they've torn down probably at least a third of the buildings, if not maybe half, which is a shame, because it's just, I mean, I know it's got to happen, but if I would have known that they were going to do that, if I would have known that these buildings were here 7 years ago, gosh, I would have been like doing this a long time ago. You know, this is building 720. I mean, there's just so many of these buildings, and it's unfortunate that you can't get into them. It's locked up with a bike chain on a regular. It'd be so cool to be able to get into it. These fire hydrants. I know, and you're probably like, what's the deal? It's a fire hydrant, man. Back in the area that, the main area, there's all kinds of old antique fire hydrants. There's all kinds of cool stuff back there. I mean, it's like a, the way I can describe it is like, it's like a town after like an apocalyptic, you know, some kind of apocalyptic event. And it is just, it's eerie back there. It's like a little town. There are all these roads. I can't remember. I'll have to look up again how many roads there are. There's all these train tracks. There's all these roads. I mean, some of them still have road signs. And it's ridiculous. You know, there's fire hydrants. They still have some of the old, gosh, I mean, this one still has it. I mean, it's probably in the sun, you can't see it. But on the top of these telephone poles are the old insulators. They're made out of glass, or they're made out of ceramic. I mean, they're handmade, some of them, and they're just, I mean, they're from the early 1900s, and they're worth like, you know, $20-30 a piece, and they're still sitting on top of telephone poles. But if you go back in the back, you know, some of them are laying around in pile. Oh, isn't that interesting? All this wonderful fence. Yeah, it's good to know if I ever need to go back there. Not today. I say that because, like I said, I spent last year gosh, at least 10 hours hiking, and I've probably only seen 60%. It's crazy. So yeah, there's all these like those fence. There's an old sign. I don't know if you can see it or not. All I can see on it, it says trash, and the rest of it's rust. There's a lot of signs too. It's like a little town, and there's so many like locker rooms for men and women both, and it's kind of, I wasn't sure why there was so many women's locker rooms, and it didn't dawn on me that a lot of the men at the time were off to war, so they had to have a lot more women helping out with the war cause. And this is cool. This is like a checkpoint. You know, it's locked, of course. A lot of these places are locked. But it's pretty cool though, fortunately. There's another identification number. All these buildings have identification number. That's how these places there are. There's hundreds and hundreds. I mean, there was so many buildings. I can't remember how many buildings there were. I mean, check that out. I mean, that's modernized, because this place was up and running still. I believe it was 92 that they stopped actually produce. I don't even know if they were producing by then, but it was in maintenance mode by then. They were just basically, you know, caretakers by then. Still pretty cool. Yeah. I wish I had free reign to just go back in there and look around. Like I said, we'll explore more another time. Not this end. There's too many workers up here. Because as soon as I get noticed, I can't come back. As soon as I get told I can't be here, then I can't come back. I'm not sure what that building is. Let's see if we can zoom in on it. Maybe you can see it. I'm having trouble seeing it on my viewfinder because it's bright outside. Lots of trains. Lots and lots and lots of trains. I want to go over to the factory. I guess I could go over there. who's to say I couldn't? I don't think there's a fence. I mean, shoot, there's a road right there. Maybe we'll go over there. It's only 2 o'clock. My wife's still at work. And we'll see. I don't have my entrance card to get in. Maybe we will. I didn't think about it. It's the only building, I think, over here other than these. I thought this was going to be the grand finale for you guys. I like this. Thought this was sexist at first. Women only. Like segregation. I don't think it was though, so don't jump to that conclusion necessarily. I think it was, yeah, we'll go in there in a minute. So, I don't know if you can see this. At first I've come here a couple times. We'll walk around in here a little bit. Let's see, I'll turn my light on just in case we need some light. I think we got light now. Alright, so let's come in here. Look at that. And it's a very interesting little building. Very mossy. And this building, from what I can take, and from what I gather, was your place to clock in. This is where you came to clock in before work, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's not extravagant, but it's something. I mean, this is where you came, you go, some people go to a factory and this was a factory basically. This was, you come through the door and you grabbed your time card. I wish there was a time clock. That would be really, really cool. And you clocked in. I mean, how cool is that? So you come over here, no smoking beyond this point. Here's a suggestion. If you work around black powder of any kind, how about you put your cigarette out a mile before you get to the ammunitions area, And I'm not entirely sure. I forget what there's a toilet. This may have been window glazing, whatever that means. I mean, I love this old stuff, man. These old electronics. This goes all the way over there. And this may have been a locker room, a bathroom area. It's got like a window, like a cutout. This may have been like a administrative some sort. I don't know. Not entirely sure. Could have been dual purpose. It could have been a few different things. I mean, it's pretty neat, man. I think there's lockers on the other side. If I remember correctly, there's either cabinets or lockers on the other side of that. I'm not sure what these table things are for, though. I mean, this stuff is just super cool, though. No, I thought there was, but maybe there isn't. I mean, I'm telling you, this is just a super cool building. All right, so we're heading to that building that I was looking at. I have a feeling it's probably going to be locked, but we're going to check it out anyway. So I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to show you some things. If you can see, that was the gate that we were behind. There used to be a fence there, but since they put a factory building there, they kind of had to get rid of it. I mean, I love this kind of stuff, this rusty gold. We got all these old trains. There is if you want an old flatbed train like this, I mean, I can tell you where to get a bunch of these. They're decommissioned and they're just sitting here waiting for somebody to come and do something with them, because they are just that. Okay, so the chain's off. See? Ladies and gentlemen, we might be in lock. The door is open. I'm in. We have light. So far as I don't see much mold, but to be safe, I'm gonna put my mask on. Got it with me. I'm gonna put you down, baby. Prop you up against something. Better be safe than sorry. All right. So if I sound funny, it's because I got a mask on. Oh, look at this. What a beauty. We can look at old paperwork. You can do this all day, but, you know, she's coming them time. Gosh. I don't want to be a nerd, but sometimes I'm just want some Velcro shoes. You know what I mean? Now I got a knot in my shoe. Gosh. Oh, this is awful. Why do you do this to me? Alright, I'll be right back. This is my worst night. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Direct deposit. All kinds of, sounds like bank stuff. Wow. I ain't sure what that is. It's kind of weird looking, isn't it? Huh. All right. Hate to say it, but my batteries are kind of low. Oh, look at that printer. I think it's a fax machine, but yeah. Good golly. That guy's had better days. I mean, I don't know what he was, but he's not good now. I don't know what those are either, but I saw Return of the Living Dead, and I ain't opening one of them. Oh gosh, that thing is wet and gooey. Huh. Evacuation plan. Okie dokie. Computers and motherboards and all kinds of like things for computers, printers and monitors, and this is like a tech person's nightmare or heaven. I'm not sure which. It's sad to see that somebody just left it all. You know, there's schools crying somewhere. Bathroom. It stinks. I can smell through my mask. Yeah, that's a bathroom. Gosh, it stinks. Mop closet. Yeah. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Huh. Sure. Ah, speakers. Speakers are universally good. Oh, man. That camera. Wow. Word perfect. Is that another? That's a dead rat. If you can see that or not. Dead rat. It's amazing how animals can get in and another walkie-talkie. Lots of walkie-talkies. It's like a whole like charging unit there. Okay. Oh. This is a restricted area by authority of commanding officer. Okay. You had to have clearance to get in here. Makes me wonder why. Internal Security Act of 1950. Liable to search, photographing, making notes, drawings. Okay. What am I getting into? Whatever it is, it's probably gone. Old filing cabinets and old empty cabinets. Evacuate room when alarm sounds. All right. How I can do that? Computer. Oh man, it's a cool box though. Intriguing. It's like a walk-in safe. But there's really nothing in it. Oh! The floor's gone. What the freaking crap? Sorry. Sorry for my questionable. Whoa. The floor is. What is this? Spider webs. I hate spider webs. Some kind of like computers or something. Huh. It's amazing the stuff that people leave behind. Even the military. I kind of jumped over this, but property, possession, subcontractor, register, and manifest. Some kind of record keeping thing. Sorry for my fantastic. That's a cool clock. For my fantastic language. Wow. Look at that old thing. 1993. I'm telling you. They hung out here for a while, but not a long while. Yeah, very interesting. Restricted area. Oh, this is going to be another restricted area, huh? It says oh man, who tore that up? I kicked somebody's rear end. I have no idea what that is. I'm not sure that's good that it's weird and blue like that. Evacuate room when alarm sounds. Okay, I can do that. I doubt it's going to sound. This is another one of those locked rooms. I wonder if this is like a testing room. I don't know. Not a whole lot of info. Gosh, that was an incredibly interesting building. You know what I mean? Wow. I don't know about you, but I was entertained. That was fantastic. That was worth it. There's another little building out here. Little fence around something. Authorized personnel only. Well, I think I'm authorized today. Yeah. It's a big concrete slab and some lights. Little check off thing. A little bag. Dead bugs in it. Huh. Whew. Wow. I'm telling you, I was entertained. I don't know about you. That was pretty cool. Well, I'm going to cut this here, so thanks for joining me on this. That was really interesting, so I hope you enjoyed it, because I was like super stoked about that extra building. I will be flying for days on that one. So, oh man, my nose is out of whack. Why didn't anybody, you guys are supposed to tell me these things. I don't look like an idiot. Okay, try it again. So, as always, don't be strange. Don't be strange. Yes, be strange. Please be strange. Because I don't want to be the only strange one out here. I need a whole bunch of you guys to be strange with me. So be strange, but don't be a stranger. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.